If I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's freaking go!
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Welcome everyone to the Peti Kish Hunt Live. Happy Friday, guys. We do this every week. We go through the topics of the week and what we have to show here and talk about it, speculate, give our own thoughts about things that we think is going on in the entertainment, pulp culture, gaming, movies, TV show sphere, all sorts of things like that. We get into those things that we're passionate about, but also we like to look at it in different points of view. You know, have a little common sense, have a little critical thinking in between there, you know, just everything that we can go through. But personally, this week was all over the place. What is it? RL in real life. I was very, very busy, so there was not much content recently, any videos or sorts. I just got really busy. I'm still trying to get away from last week. You know, like I was sick last week. I'm still trying to get better. I have a rash on my nose now from, you know, using tissues too much. So now I have, like, my nose is just a little bit swollen at one area. The other area is not so bad, but here it is. So if I start, you know, sneezing or coughing or, you know, all that is because, yeah, I had sinus problems and I had congestion, and it's hard for me to breathe, let's just say, because I'm still clogged up. I'm still clogged up, guys, so that is the thing that's going on there. Anything else that happened? Well, I've been watching a lot of movies since I was a little bit, you know, under the weather. I've been watching a lot of movies, guys. So I want to promote something before we start and go into the main topics. Here we go. Okay. So if you guys haven't been checking me out and giving me a follow, I'm on Criticless, guys. Criticless. I'm trying to promote this more on the channel. And I really want to get like other people on here and talk about Criticless too, because Criticless is a great place, guys. So it's a place, if you have movies and TV shows that you want to review, you can review them here and give your honest opinion about stuff. It's not botted like Rotten Tomatoes or any of these other things, Metacritic, because we got a lot of problems in that sphere. So this is all about reviews that you want to actually put out. People can downvote them, people can upvote them, and give comments about your review. So I am on Criticless. You can get me at Peti Kish, and then at Peti Kish Hun. I am there. As you can see, it's by Blaine. So if you want, Blaine is the creator of Criticless. So he's there. He usually likes to talk to a lot of people and interact with people, for sure. And I think it's a better place than like Letterboxd even. I used to use Letterboxd, but I feel like Criticless is just a better sphere of how how honest people can get with their reviews about, these movies and TV shows. But there is a little hint that I think Blaine wants to add also video games on there. So in the future, if you support Criticless and more people join up, we might be able to get video games on there to review as well, which would be really, really, really good, because I do play a lot of video games, but I've been recently also watching a lot of movies. So that literally ties in to a lot of things that I like to do on the meantime, after doing everything else, real life stuff. In the background, I like to give my opinion, give my own honest, 10 cents or 2 cents about my let's just say I can't think of it. My own, I guess, opinion, I don't know, about things, like what I thought about it. And I don't know if other people think about it as much as I do, but there are movies right here. I just did some movies right here. I did Sinners. I watched that one. And then I have Eden. Here's another one. I have Formula One, which is the F1 movie, the Brad Pitt. I have 1923. Like, I have plenty on here. George Romero's Resident Evil, the Sonic movie. Like, I have tons of reviews on here. So definitely check it out. I'm still updating this list because I'm trying to get ahead now with all the movies that I've heard that were pretty good this year. So I'm trying to watch a lot of movies in between, as well as TV shows, and things like that. So if you guys really want to check me out and see my honest opinion about these movies and TV shows, and maybe gaming in the future, check out Criticless. It's probably the best place for it, guys. Definitely check it out. And put your own reviews in there. Little reviews. It could, you could go all out, or you can just do a little small thing here and there. What you liked, what you disliked about things, That's all. Yeah, so I wanted to promote that Criticless. Definitely check it out, guys. It's on my link tree if you want to check it out. It's on my link tree, so you can follow me there for that. All right. We got some big info drop that just dropped today, guys. I think we're going to start with that for the fast topic. Who knows? Maybe it won't be that fast. We'll see. So apparently, it's with Ubisoft. And Ubisoft, let's just see here. I got to find the article. Because, well, before we do that, actually, before Ubisoft, if you guys please, if you could, it really would help if there's some movement on this channel, on this stream itself. Like the stream, guys. And if you're new here, and if you're lurking and like what I do here, guys, sub. Why not? It's free. You can sub, please, and it really does help the channel itself. I'm a small creator, and I'm trying to grow each day with what I can do with you guys, the entertainment I bring, but also maybe some other things in between, like informative, interesting, have some conversation going here and there, get stuff moving, because it would be very nice if you could do that, because I am a small content creator, and anything really does help the channel itself. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, let's get into Ubisoft, because I just want to bring that up, because you have to. You just have to. I know it's common sense. People like the stream, sub, whatever, but you have to, because the algorithm loves it if you say that stuff. It's just, you have to. I wish I wouldn't have to do it every day, but I have to, so. Here we go, guys. Ubisoft. You are soft. Ubisoft, we talked about this last week, guys, with Ubisoft, that they had the investor meeting and they had a hold on what they're going to do. Their stock was all stopped. Everything was on a hold, and it looked really bad. Well, now we're finding out that here, especially now with the mainstream media, they're telling you this story now. Ubisoft wasn't acquired. Says accounting issue was cause of earnings delay. Bruh.
Holy shit.
Bruh.
No!
Huh?
God. Oh my God!
You're telling me the accounting people messed up. There was an issue for a whole week that they couldn't find out what was the cause of the earnings for Ubisoft. Yo, do I even have a clip of that? Because I would clip that right now. That clip where, why are you fucking lying? Right now. That would be the clip right now. Because this sounds like, this is like my dog ate my homework kind of like bullshit, kind of speech, I would say. Like something to just say this, but it's not actually what it is, This sounds like cope. For real. But Ubisoft has been coping for a while. So what happened? Ubisoft earnings report reveals details on Tencent deal. You know that Tencent bailed them out. You know it. 100% true. No one believes this. No one believes this. X to doubt on this. There's no way Ubisoft actually is doing well. You gotta be joking me. Ubisoft, if you look at their stock, it's plummeting every day. It's getting worse and worse. There's no, and then you see all these gaming platforms. Ubisoft financials are soaring, successful in latest report. Like, they're saying that Ubisoft is doing well. They're not. Their games are not doing well. They're not doing well. This is the media shilling for them so hard, trying to back them up so hard. When in reality, let's be real here, they're in trouble. And I think they're in worse situation now. So after all the speculation, people for a whole week said they're going to get bought out by Tencent. I heard another one with Saudi Arabians are coming in, trying to buy them out. Like, people are trying to buy them up. And they're saying, nope, we're fine. Bruh, what do we do? They keep on lying and lying to the investors. They keep lying to their own fans. They keep lying to... This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. This just came out today. Outperforming driven by stronger than expected partnerships, demonstrating the power and attractiveness of the group's portfolio, as well as meaningful contribution from the TV and animated series. What? What are you talking about? That Splinter Cell show or what? What is? I don't even know. Excluding partnerships, back catalog was robust and in line with expectations, not marked by constant dynamics. Okay, so you're not going to see actual real numbers. You're not going to actually see good things. We're doing pretty well than expected. That's what it always is. Every year, it's better than what you expected kind of deal. Every year, dude. Every year. Never changes. Let me go scroll up. Grums even posted this. If you like Grums or don't like Grums, I don't always agree with Grums, but I think he has a point here with this too. Anybody who thinks Ubisoft stock halt was just an minor accounting delay, and most of the gaming press right now is just fluffing. Ubisoft nearly triggered a default on a major loan and had to scramble. I got to zoom in. Scramble to get Tencent to pay for it. So yeah, they had to get it all done. What the numbers reveal is that the Tencent deal was a lifeline. There you go. It wasn't a new investment. It was a bailout. A bailout for loans that Ubisoft was about to default on. So yeah, they even lied. And Dorothy called out Ubisoft. And there's stuff even here. Ubisoft breached loan agreement after misleading sales. So they've been lying and lying through their teeth every time, dude. Every time. And it's just more apparent. Even their stock. Look at this. Look at this stock. Look at it go down. Look at this. Absolutely. How is investors seeing this and be like, how is this doing well than expected? If you really believe Ubisoft is doing so well, you should buy Ubisoft stock right away. It's obviously undervalued, and it is. Chuds have it wrong. Ask every analyst if they are buying Ubisoft stock. I'll wait. Meanwhile, every professional investor. There you go. They had no. They had like a flash. They had to stop trading to find the right bullshit spin. There you go. So somehow, out of luck, they found a way to actually tell the investors everything. They got bailed out that we're doing so well. So Ubisoft's not getting sold yet. Until these investors and these departments find out that getting these loans, that they found out actually a lot of this is BS and it's not happening. Charts say that this is going on. You can fake charts easily, dude. It's easy to fake a lot of these things. But, yeah. Ubisoft is not getting bought yet, but it's definitely questionable that they probably got bailed out by Tencent or some sort of other entity, I would say, with that. So that is Ubisoft. I think there was another Ubisoft here because they keep on coping so hard, dude. Let's check this one out. But yeah, that's the Ubisoft pretty much gist of what happened during last week and now. This is another one. Look at this. Ubisoft says people are playing fewer games, which makes new games struggle to stand out. What?
Huh?
No!
Bro, that's cope. That's literally cope there. So you're saying fewer people are playing newer games, which makes new games struggle to stand out. No. Ubisoft, maybe actually give quality games, not quantity of games, just games that are just grab this, grab that kind of game that you rinse and repeat every year. How about people are just sick and tired of just the gameplay loop? How about people are just sick and tired of performance issues? How about people are just sick and tired of your lies and your BS and be happy not owning anything and just consume? And just do it. Buy my slop. Buy it. How about that, Ubisoft? It's not that people are not buying new games. People are buying new games. A lot of people are actually going back and playing some older games because the retro market has increased. A lot of people are playing some older games recently. But people are playing new games. It's just people are not playing your games because your games are not good. They're not quality games. You know? Like, you look at games from, like, the East, they're popping off because people are playing those games because they're actually fun. They're fun games, even though sometimes they have some microtransactions and weird shit sometimes. But then again, it's a free-to-play game. Or, you know, it's just a game they're going to pretty much tell you, yeah, this is a hack-and-slash game, and that's all it's going to be. Like a Stellar Blade kind of deal, you know? Or like that kind of game. You know what you're going to get into. With Ubisoft, you don't know what you're going to get into. You buy the game, you play the game, and frickin' the game breaks down on you. And you're literally just a beta tester. And then they say, oh, maybe you need to change some settings on your PC. Or change your settings on your console. Or, I don't know, you barely can change any settings on your console, to be honest. But just some things on it. You got to change some stuff on it. It's not us, it's you. You should probably change it. You know, that's the excuse. So it's a bunch of BS. It's retarded, and it's just they think we're retarded. They think we're just dumb. It's like, no. People see through this bullshit. This BS. The traditional full game model of selling a single $50 pound or $50 or $60 pound game to a consumer as a one-time purchase continues to become less ubiquitous with multi-game subscription services, long-running games as a service titles, free-to-play games, and cloud streaming, offerings, all providing new and attractive ways to consumers to access gaming content. Yeah, when sometimes some of these free-to-play games are better than games you bring out. Let's be honest here. Some of those free-to-play games are actually fun. And sometimes they're not. And you know it's like a cash grab, obviously. Consumers are playing fewer games, playing them for longer. And as result, outside a few notable exceptions, many new games are struggling to stand out and achieve the sales they may once have had. While the market is more volatile and the potential for any specific title less predicament as a result. This game, this year, just by itself, we'll be watching that. The Game Awards, we're going to look at that. Just saying, indie and AA games were the craze this year. AAA is not even existing. It's completely indie and AA on its own pedestal than AAA was this year. AAA was absolutely destroyed this year. It's because these big budget games are not needed, and plus, these indie games have something that they don't have. They're cheaper. They have more better experience, funner experiences. with even if it has multiplayer, it still has a fun experience with friends. Single player wise, some of them are the most stylized and sometimes the most cool looking games out there at the moment. You saw that with Hollow Knight Silk Song, or Hades 2, or Expedition 33. I'm just saying, there's games out here that are doing. It's made by less people and it's more fun because they understand and they actually made these games for themselves, but they are like, I want to share this to the world because my experience of this game is so fun. I think it would be fun for others to play as well, kind of deal. Now, when you make a AAA game, all it is people just trying to gather ideas in the conference room, and they're like, oh, this is going to work. Let's do this. Let's do that, kind of deal. But it's like most of these people probably don't even really care for that kind of art, style, I feel like you can have cinematic games. I'm not saying you can't, but I think it's better to not have as much. I think the cinematic kind of gameplay has been told too many times, and it's time for a change. And Ubisoft's also saying that, yeah, stuff is not working. But the thing is, they're making games for nobody. That's the thing. They're making these games for a certain group of people. I guess a lot of normies, I would say, than gamers. And it's not working. It's not working out. It's better to make games for gamers and less for the normies. Now, you can have a balance between normies and people that like the game, obviously, but I think it's better to cater to actual real gamers out there than normies. I think normies can be good, but as we just saw with Call of Duty Black Ops 7, normies are not liking that game. Gamers are definitely not liking that game, but normies, they're starting to wake up. They're starting to wake up to the bullshit in the industry. And why is this game worse than last one? Why is it getting worse and worse every year? Well, this is why. It's all greed. It's not, and then they don't care about you. They don't care about the gamer. They don't understand. They make slop so you can eat it and consume it and just wait for the next slop kind of thing. It's not, there's nothing new. Nothing that's changed. Nothing that's actually good. It's mostly just mid to poor and slop. That's all it is. And remember when the gaming industry crash happened in the 80s? Because all the shit ports coming out and all the shitty games that were, there's just so much games coming out that were just absolute bad, horrible games. And that's why the crash happened, because the games were so poor. And so much shit happened during that time. So much horrible games that they had to just, end it. It was just crash because of how poor some of the quality of the games became, That's what's happening now. They're making huge money. It's the biggest entertainment space in the world. And they're failing at it because they're doing too much. They have too much on their plate when they need to actually understand and get, like I always say, bring the nerds and the geeks back, the real people that understand these games and they understand the real gamers, even back in the day, the real people that are making games. I feel like, I know they're retired, a lot of them, but they need to come back in some sort of way to direct people. It's just ridiculous how bad it's begun. You're still going to have video games, but I feel like less and less you're going to have AAA games. It's just the reality of it. It's going to be less. But Ubisoft, for sure, this is just straight up cope. Just want to bring this up because Ubisoft has been losing it. I wouldn't be surprised if Ubisoft, like I said, I was saying maybe the end of this year or next year, they're going to get bought out. They're going to completely not exist anymore. That's what I said. But if they keep up the shenanigans they've been doing recently for these investors, they keep lying to them and they keep believing them. One of these days, they're going to be questioning what the hell is going on. So that's when they can't undo it. So we'll see about this, but Ubisoft, you're on the precipice of not being even a thing anymore. Ubisoft might be gone soon. I wouldn't see it on there any other way. I'm not gonna put money on it, but if I did, I'd probably put money on it for sure. Or they go private, which I don't know how much of a loss that would be. I think that's probably the best thing they should do is go private. But I don't know if it would be, they would lose a lot of money with that too. So they're in a sticky situation. Very sticky. Very, very sticky indeed. Very sticky. So we got the Return to Silent Hill gets a new trailer and it's confusing. Confusing? Well, I think we're going to watch the trailer, but Return to Silent Hill has a new trailer ahead of January 23rd's release in theaters. While no adaptation of Silent Hill 2, it certainly looks to be a loose and confusing one. So yes. Director for Christopher Gans, who did the original Silent Hill film in 2006, back at the helm to do Return of Silent Hill teaser for the film. Yes, we saw the teaser, and I was definitely confused even then because I was like, my only problem, and it's still my problem, is the actor for James doesn't look like James. That just takes me out completely. Now, in this one, he seems like to act like James. He feels like James, but he still doesn't look like James. Now, there are parts in this game, or this movie, it's a movie, guys. Silent Hill 2 adaptation to a movie. So, it seems like there's some parts that are from the game, and it looks very faithful. The atmosphere is definitely there. The tone, the atmosphere is there. It's well done. I definitely agree with that. That is definitely a plus. Now, they like to put their own spin on it, and there's a lot of things in here that feel like some might be miscast, but also, I don't know, it just feels not the same, which I don't know if I want it to be the same, but I want it to be as close as possible. So who knows? The new trailer shows off a lot more footage of Return to Silent Hill than we've seen so far. In it, the film brings several characters from Silent Hill 2, like Angela, Eddie, and Laura. Their scenes look fairly similar to those in the game, but the rest is a bit confusing. It seems to be a loose adaptation. That's what I thought it's going to be. As some scenes look new, like the burning hospital and pre-Silent Hill 2 town scenes, it doesn't scream Silent Hill 2 as it does a typical horror flick. So I think they're going to try to expand on the lore of Silent Hill 2. They're trying to do like maybe a lot of flashbacks to moments of like what Silent Hill used to be and what it is now, kind of thing. Like they're gonna have things in there that there weren't in the games, and they try to put their own little what if scenario, I guess, into the movie and try to show it in a different point of view. But it's mostly gonna be like the games, though. You know, there's gonna be some little tweaks here and there. For many fans, the Return to Silent Hill trailer isn't the Silent Hill 2 news they wanted. So, Silent Hill 2 remake just came out on Xbox Series X and S. So that's the big news as well. But we're going to watch this trailer. And if this gets cut out of the stream, I'm sorry, guys. It's probably because there's a copyright or something for this movie. If not, good. We're going to check it out. All right, here we go. Let's check this movie out. From what I've seen, the tone is really good. Just the music is good.
James, so much time has passed, but I'm asking to please come back to our special place. Something's happened. Love, Mary.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Everyone got sick in Silent Hill.
Something's happened here. Something really, really bad.
The practical CGI looks really good too.
What you're doing, it won't be enough to save her.
You did it, didn't you, Jimmy? You woke him up.
No one said it would be easy.
I'm here. I'll always be here.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so January 23rd next year will be out the movie. This trailer showed more. I like it. There's a lot of things that are from the games, and there are things that are not from the games, but still could be interesting how they interpreted it. I like it. I like what I see. I just think James still doesn't look like James. I don't know why. He just doesn't. Now, he sounds like James. He sounds like he's going to be that character. It feels like it. But it's just, Mary's good. Mary's probably going to be the same actor who plays Maria and Mary. They're going to be the same actor, just different versions of them. But it's going to be similar. Yeah, I think what they wanted to do is they wanted him to look more rugged. I think that's what it is, because what happened to Mary, you know the story. I don't want to spoil it, but it's all there. And he's trying to go through it, and that's why, you know, he has a beard. He's more shaggy. His hair, obviously, that's kind of like that. He just looks more rugged, and he looks more like Go. But he still feels like James, though, you know, in some situations. But I think it looks good. I definitely want to check this out when it comes out. I really like the first Silent Hill movie. That might be the best one. Definitely better than a lot of Resident Evil movies, let's be honest. But I really like that one. So it's made by that same guy, that same director, and I think that could be interesting. Again, to see it in his own point of view, tell the story again, because I like the last one. So also, this is not a high-budget movie. This is a low-budget movie. So if it doesn't make too much money, it's okay, because it wasn't, I don't think it was worth a lot. It's a lower budget movie. So it's not, I think Silent Hill fans are going to watch it, but I don't think it's going to be like a big like hit. I could be wrong. But I don't think it's going to be a big hit. It's very niche. But I'll definitely want to check it out for sure when it comes out. When it comes out, I definitely want to check that out. All right. All right, we got all this done here. Let's go through this. Oh, I just saw this. I don't know if this is true or not, but I just saw this. This is one by Pirate Nation. Nearly half of the U.S. kids want in-game currency this Christmas. That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
No!
That's crazy. An ESA survey also found that 58% of children want to play more games with their parents. Fair enough. That's what I said. Gaming is a generational thing now. It's not going to be a thing where it's like, oh, only I play it. Yeah, it's going to be a thing where kids play and parents or grown-ups play with their kids as well. It's like a thing that can be tied together. Like all of us can have fun together kind of deal. I've said this before. And then, you have people in like, in politics that want to get rid of games, and they say games are evil and they're bad and stuff. And it's like, dude, there's actually, we talked about this before. There's actually good precautions with gaming. They're very positive. Not much negative, actually. Less negative and more positive. But it pretty much says, yeah, kids are wanting to play with their parents, play games with them. Doesn't matter what games, but they want to play games together, which is fine. That's why I love party games. Once in a while, you get some friends together, play some Mario Party or whatever kind of game, you have together. Those kind of fun games. Even if you're playing online with your kid, through the mic or whatever, it's still, a fun experience. You play together, and it's still fun. You play like Peak or Repo or any of these games, multiplayer games. Like, this is obvious. But this is the weird part. Nearly half of U.S. kids want in-game currency this Christmas. That is kind of concerning. And that means the games are so bad that kids are willing to just get a Fortnite skin for Christmas than actually a new brand-ass game. That is kind of concerning. That's I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't know. So how I see it is, if the parent did play Fortnite and the kid's pretty much taking your account, your kid is doing all the work for you. If you're playing like Fortnite or whatever, he's doing the battle pass. He's doing all the things for you. He's getting all the things for you kind of deal, It's that's probably a plus, to be honest. Let's be honest. Your kid is doing all your dailies. Your kid is doing everything for you, and you're just unlocking all this stuff. And when you want to play, you can play together kind of deal. Because I think they're adding like some sort of mode like that. But I'm just saying, that's just Fortnite because I see the V-Bucks here. But it could be any other kind of game too. I wouldn't be surprised if more kids are like, I want a Steam Deck for Christmas. Like, imagine if they like, I want a Steam Deck. I want a Nintendo Switch too. Like, that's still a possibility, right? Who knows? Maybe it's cheaper. And, especially today's economy, it's harder. It's going to be harder to get gifts, I would say. I think it is. But who knows? There's some rich people out there, obviously. But I think it's minimum. Like, this will be one of those things, yes. I know I'll be spending on currency and stuff like this kind of deal to get skins and whatever. Like, currency, that's what I don't understand. They want currency, but don't you just want a skin or something? Like, no, I just want the currency. It's like, bruh, what are we doing? That's not fun. That doesn't feel like Christmas to me. Doesn't feel like it at all. But that's just my concern about that. Okay. I saw this clip going around, and I don't know about it, but I think he's actually speaking facts here. So, I don't know who this is, but Canon posted this. The biggest difference different between Eastern versus Western MMORPG. Is this that new game, the Winds of East or whatever it's called, West or whatever it's called? Something Winds. It's like a free-to-play game, and it's by, I think, it's a Chinese game, I think. A lot of people are playing it right now. But check this out, what he says, because a lot of people are saying the same thing that I've been saying and a lot of other people have been saying. And it's just, it's true. It's real true. It's pretty based.
I don't know who the least ugly girl is. Like, in Eastern MMOs, the biggest difference between Eastern and Western MMOs is that in Eastern MMOs, you go through the character presets, character customization, you just don't know. You're conflicted because they all look so goddamn hot. In Western MMOs, you don't know because they all look so goddamn ugly. That's the difference. That's the difference. I don't know who the
He's not wrong about that. Okay. It's not even about hotness. It's just by style. The style of the Eastern, like, females are better. Like, just the hairstyles, the design, the things you can put on them and stuff is better. Now, when you play Western version of it, they have these freaky styles, like hair's like freaking no hair in the middle, hair on the side. I'm like, what is this? Like, the freakiest hairs. Like, you would call them, I think, like the cyberpunk kind of style hairs and all that. But it's just all over the place. You know, the hairs, the character designs, like, they just don't look good. They don't look good. Even in Arc Raiders, like that really popular game, the extraction shooter, you know, people are saying it's a fun game, but the styles are absolutely ass. Like, just the character creators, really bad. There's style, the shitty styles are free, but the ones that styles you want, or you have to pay for, the good ones. Like, stuff like that is, like, absolutely disgusting. Even though the game's good, that is a dumb move from that company with Arc Raiders. But that's just true. You have styles that are better on, you know, in the Eastern, and then Western, it's just, I don't know. Maybe because they want it to be really realistic, and the Eastern's trying to be really like almost like a perfection kind of character. But even if you try to do characters like that are actually like average and normal in the Eastern style, it still comes out pretty good. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. In the West, it just looks, I don't know. It does. I just can't make a good character usually. It's very rare if you can. I usually have to do like a preset mod to make characters actually look good, you know? But he's not wrong about that. I don't know who this is, but he's not wrong. Bro is speaking facts. Well, nope. I have no arguments against that. The speak truth. What game is this? What is this?
Unbearable faggots.
Oh!
Huh?
No!
Oh, shit. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He said that in that clip. I didn't say that. Oh, shit. Game question mark? Thankfully, my creation actually limits World of Warcraft. 100% sing it, brother. Not wrong. Was a way to play Sona 2 in USA? Yeah, I wanted to look at the comments. But yeah, I wanted to bring up this because this was so interesting, like why the MMOs and this and that. It's not even MMOs. It's like mostly in anything that has character creation, you know? I remember I was trying to make like a cool character in Mass Effect even back then, and it still couldn't make a cool character. You just be default Shepard all the time. Male or female, doesn't matter. It turned out kind of weird every time. I would have to like mod it or something, you know? But yeah. Wanted to bring that up because it was an interesting thing that came up. All right. Let's go to the next one here. Okay, what we got here? Let me see. We have a lot to go through. We're not talking about that yet. Oh, we got a lot of Resident Evil 9 Requiem news, guys. So here's one right here. Resident Evil Requiem definitely has one DLC in the works right now. It's claimed. So I think Dusk Golem said something about this. Resident Evil Requiem DLC might star Alyssa. So you play as the mom in the game, Alyssa Ashcroft from Outbreak. The details about the Resident Evil Requiem DLC come from Dusk Golem, known for RE leaks. Hate them, love them. It is what it is. It's a leak. Let's talk about it. Their largest post on states there's definitely at least one DLC for Resident Evil Requiem in development right now. I've heard about it a few times. Believe it starts. Alyssa, the leaker, had previously stated that Alyssa Ashcroft is also the giant monster. Oh shit. Well, we expected that because we were talking about it could be Lisa Trevor, and it could be also Alyssa already. Following Grace, giant monster following Grace in the trailer, and will be playable for a bit in the game. Interesting. Again, take this with a grain of salt, guys, but that is interesting. Dusklam also asked on the same day whether Leon Kennedy is being considered the main character or a side character in the upcoming title. Replied that they don't have a blueprint for the game to give that answer, but they do know that Leon has some very large level, the biggest in the series to date. Players should take both details with a grain of salt. Yes. So yeah, that's one of them, guys. We have that. And we have this one. Resident Evil Requiem is expected to sell better than RE Village. Okay. I think so too. I think this one's more hyped because of all the secrecy, the mystery of it. It's very, very secret. Very scarce what we get information-wise. It's going to have a lot to it because since it's considered, I don't know if it's true, that it's going to be the last one in the story arc for Resident Evil. We'll see. A lot of new Resident Evil Requiem details have came up. Blah, blah, blah. Capcom was asked during a recent Q&A about the expectations for Resident Evil Requiem. For the former, they spoke about the title receiving high praise at various game shows. The devs added that within Resident Evil Requiem, they aim to exceed the initial sales and performance of the previous title, Resident Evil Village. The developers also spoke about Requiem's announcements leading to increased sales of previous installments, surprisingly their initial expectations. What I also heard that there won't be a public demo for this game, which is a shame because I would like it. They've done that for RE7. They did that for RE8. I would like a public demo. Why won't you have a demo? So the demo I think is going to happen is the game comes out and then you're going to have a demo during that time probably, but there won't be a public demo before the game comes out because you have people going into the game files and they'll find some coding in it and it might leak stuff out about the game. So that's why I think they're not doing it. During the same conference call, the developers were also asked whether Requiem will suffer from the same technical issues as Monster Hunter Wilds. The developers' answers starting both games differ in terms of gameplay, system architecture, and network features. At this time, the developers do not anticipate similar risks and are developing the game and provide a smooth gaming experience across a wide range of PC specifications. Good. I hope this is true and not BS because Monster Hunter Wilds and Dragon's Dogma 2 had problems with optimization. Horrible problems. Doesn't matter if you're playing on console or PC, it just had problems up the butt. Up the you know what. Now, That is a really good question, and I like it that they specify that they're working their best to do that, because Resident Evil should run better on a little bit older hardware or new hardware, is because it's not that impactful, I think. There's a lot of detail, but it's still that old school kind of Resident Evil corridors, rooms kind of deal. Okay, there might be some open areas that might chug, but I think they're trying to figure out what would work with this instead. Because the RE engine itself, pretty much started with Resident Evil 7, was built on Resident Evil. So it should be smooth. Like, most of the Resident Evil games were running pretty well. There were some hiccups here and there because they took out DRM with De Novo. Or they didn't take off DRM, but they took off De Novo out of it, and it made the game a smoother, better experience. Now, if you have De Novo in it, you're going to have some problems here and there, obviously. So, good to hear about that. And sales doing really well. I'm not surprised about that either with Resident Evil. Now, this one is the last one here. So, Resident Evil Requiem will feature characters from previous games. Producer confirms. Okay. Are we actually getting fan service? No way. That would be interesting. So let's see what he means by this. Resident Evil Requiem will have returning characters, but don't over-expect or hype it. Okay. So it might be just a minor thing here and there kind of deal. Okay. During a new interviews with Well Played, Resident Evil Requiem producer Masahato Kamazuzawa was asked whenever the title will have returning characters from Outbreak, as Grace is the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft. Kamazuzawa replied, stating that yes, there is going to be some characters from the past series to come in, but don't over-expect or hype it. They can't promise anything right now, and the only thing that can be said is that there will be characters that have been involved in the Raccoon City incident involved in the game. Okay, so everything involving Raccoon City. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people from Outbreak. We can get also Hunk in there. We could get Sherry Birkin in there. One of the Birkins, obviously. We could get Claire in there. We could get Leon in there. We can get Jill in there. A lot of characters. A lot of stars referenced too, I think. I don't know about Chris. There, because Chris wasn't at Raccoon City. He was at the mansion. Yeah, they could do a lot of interesting stuff. Ada. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people that from the past, game from Resident Evil in Raccoon City could be in this one. Carlos. I forgot about Carlos. Carlos survived. Yeah. Regarding the Stalker enemy, revealed that it will be just a small part of the game. Okay, so it's just Lady D again. Gotcha. And that they have learned from the past how to balance the system. The producer added that the game is new and the focus is more on how they can scare the player in many different ways. The developer are trying to cover a whole lot of scenarios to make it sure the players can get scared and experience the horror. Yeah, it's like, I hope the monster is like crazy, like Xenomorph from Alien Isolation crazy, kind of deal. Okay. And that's pretty much it for that. So that's pretty much the Resident Evil 9 Requiem news. A lot of things happening with Resident Evil. DLC, characters popping in. And some optimization that could be bad, could be good for the game. Heck yeah. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Okay, let's continue. Wow, I pressed the wrong one. Here we go. We're back. Okay. So apparently, here we go. Check this out. Gabe Newell just bought a new $500 million yacht with a basketball court and a 15 gaming stations.
Holy shit.
Yo, Gabe Newell? Gabe Newell is literally living the dream. That's crazy. What the fuck? This isn't... Dude, he has like a battleship? That's crazy. Gabe Newell, the co-founder of Valve and multi-billionaire gaming legend, has secured a brand new yacht, customer built in his desire and fitted with whooping 15 gaming station. What's the better betting that at least one of them features a steam machine? Yeah. No, he has something better than a steam machine. Let's be honest. The high performance vessel will reportedly support everything from world-class hospitality to scientific research, as a yacht is equipped with science labs and dive center. Among other things, the 360-foot hybrid beast chalked up production cost between 375 and 530 million, proving that Gabe is eating well. Dude, is he like Albert Wesker? What the fuck? From RE5 with the ship? Or RE4 at the end of it? Remember he has the ship with Excella? It's like fucking, he has freaking, look, a science lab and drive center and hospital. Like, that's some Resident Evil shit right there, right? Holy crap, dude. Holy moly.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's insane. Gabe Newell, the scientific founder of Valve and all that. Okay, so I just want to bring that up. That's insane. Gabe Newell is eating pretty good. He probably has chefs in there. It's his own vacation home or a home. It could be his home. I don't even know. That's insane. Yeah, Valve Steam is insane. Like, there's literally only 3 competitors now. There's Nintendo, Sony, and Valve. You don't even have Microsoft anymore. It's just out. Completely out of it. Microsoft did it to themselves. They're out. Now we just have Valve, Sony, and Nintendo. And from all of them, right now, the one I like the most is Valve. To be honest. Valve is probably the best. Even though I have issues with Valve. Same with Nintendo and Sony. Valve is the best one at the moment. They're the game changers at the moment right now. And they're still a private organization. They're not public. So do what you will with that. That's crazy. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right, let's get into another one here. Let's see. So we have some Witcher news. So apparently this is on Geeks and Gamers, and they have this article, and it says, Witcher author not involved in new game. There is no cooperation at all. So I guess The Witcher 4, if that's what they're going to bring up, the author for it, the Polish author, is not working with them, with CD Projekt Red on this one. Interesting. Edrinzy Sprawkowski, sorry if I butchered your name, creator of the Witcher novels that launched the video game series and Netflix franchise, doesn't know anything more about the upcoming game than the fans do. At a recent book event, the Polish author said that the CD Projekt Red studio behind the Witcher games rarely communicates with him. Oh, no. There is no cooperation at all between me and the game, he said. Right now, if they ask me about something, he added, it's so rare that it's not worth mentioning. Oh, no.
No!
No.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No. Why? He's the main dude that created The Witcher. Like, Netflix did the same shit to them. I remember doing the video about where the author came in and they laughed at him and they're like, who is this guy? Like, just saying stuff like that. It's like, dude, he's the creator of The Witcher. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. This is so ridiculous, dude. How are you making a Witcher 4 without the author's permission or giving some sort of concept for it? It's just like, we're going to write our own story and it's going to be our own story, like kind of deal. It's like, no, it should be very close to close to as possible to the books. I know The Witcher 1, 2, 3 was like almost like a prequel to the books. It's like its own thing almost, but it's still grounded to the books. It's very close to the books in some ways. Now, I don't know how Witcher 4 is going to be because it feels like it's just going to be its own thing completely. So that is kind of worrisome. That is worrisome why Witcher 4. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but that is a little bit worrisome, but also red flags for sure that this might not be the Witcher that we expect for Witcher 4. And to be honest, I don't expect CD Projekt Red. I think they finished Trilogy, and it was fine. They're still making the first one, remaking it, which I don't know how it's going to be. Hopefully it's better than what I remember because I'm still playing Witcher 1 to this day. Hopefully it's better, a lot of mechanics-wise. To be honest, the story's not that bad. I have no problem with a lot of things in that game. It's just the mechanics are weird. The mechanics are a little outdated. That's it. Like, a lot of the mouse clicking and all that stuff. Like, I don't hate it. Like, a lot of people, it's like, oh, this is like, I can't even play this. Like, I can play it. It's just, there are parts in the game I just get lost, and I don't know what quest I'm doing. Like, it's very, very vague in that aspect. But, it's an old game, so you have to get used to it in that scenario. But I'm still playing through it. I still like the game. It still has some good moments in it, But yeah, hopefully they change that up, make it better. Now for Witcher 4, I have no expectations on it that it's going to be great. And if it is going to be great, good. I hope so. I really hope so. It's going to be good. Like great, like a Witcher 3 moment. But if it's not, and it has some weird ass bullshit modern day stuff in it in medieval times, I'd be like, fuck, no, we're doing this shit again, kind of deal. I don't want that. I don't want a Dragon Age Veilguard situation, I guess, Vanguard or Veilguard situation. Please, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Thank you. Okay, so we have this. Okay, guys. Take this with a grain of salt, guys. This is not true, but it could be true. Now, check this out. Rumor. Saudi Arabia, one signature away from buying Warner Brothers Discovery, with Zack Snyder, DCEU to be reinstated.
Holy shit.
That would be insane. So, Warner Bros. Or Saudi Arabia, someone from Saudi Arabia is going to buy out Warner Bros., which is ridiculous. That is literally the collapse of Hollywood right there, if that happens. And I guess Zack Snyder's cool with them. And if that happens, they would reinstate him in the DCU. Now the question is, what's going to happen with James Gunn's DCU? He just had that new Superman movie that bombed. That didn't do really well. It didn't bomb, but it didn't do well. Let's just say it was a very lackluster. Now with this would be interesting. You know, I don't like Zack Snyder, but I'd rather have him than James Gunn. To be honest, I'm not a James Gunn fan. I really don't like how James Gunn's doing this DCU. I'm not really feeling it. Like I said, I still wanted more Henry Cavill Superman. I wanted more Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. Especially the last Wonder Woman movie was kind of trash, but whatever. And I wanted just a by itself Ben Affleck Batman movie. I really wanted that. But we never got it. Because I think Ben Affleck did a really good job. I think he was a really good Bruce Wayne and a pretty decent Batman. He looked like from the comics. You know, he was pretty, jacked in the movie. They made him pretty jacked. Let's be honest, he probably got CGI'd, but still was really cool in how he looked and everything. If that's even a thing, I don't know, but technically, apparently that's what's happening, and I don't know. I know Warner Brothers is in trouble. I know Paramount is trying to grab them. I know, was it Paramount? Netflix? Like a lot of people, because they're losing money and they're getting bankrupt. And they need to get bought by one of those publishers or one of those people or one of those companies. If not, Saudi Arabia comes in and sweeps in and takes it, kind of deal. Which then, you're not going to have, especially if let's be honest, if it's Saudi Arabia taking it, it's going to be more based. It's going to be more crazy and Zack Snyder-fied versions of them. But as well, I think it's going to be difficult, especially with the women superheroes. You're not going to have Supergirl or Wonder Woman or Power Girl, showing a lot of skin. That's just the fact, That part of the world, they don't have that. So that would be an issue for that, which it is what it is, but at least if they're not fully covered, if they just have, tight pants on or something, and it's like, okay, kind of deal. But they usually, the women in these superhero things, they like to show skin. That's just the fact. Men too, but mostly the women. But yeah, that was a rumor. And then Paramount denies reports that its bid for Warner Brothers will be backed by foreign countries. So right now is he said, she said kind of deal. We don't really know if this is happening. We know that Warner Brothers is in trouble and they're getting bought out by something or someone, kind of deal. Is it going to be Paramount? Is it going to be Netflix? Is it going to be the Saudi Arabians? We don't know. It's just speculation at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does, because Warner Bros. Is one of the big names in Hollywood. And if it gets bought out and it's in trouble, that's just showing that Hollywood's in a bad state altogether. It really does. It really is showing how bad it is. They got so many good properties, but for some reason, it's not hitting the mark. I don't know why. It's just not hitting the mark. And they're just making some dumb decisions time after time recently. And that is what's going on. So, I don't know. We'll see about this one. I have no clue what's going to happen with this. This could be like a Ubisoft situation where they need to be bought out, backed out, and helped from other companies. Who knows? But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all for that. At all. Okay. What else we got here? Okay, let's get into I guess some of the main topics, I guess. Should we just get into Zelda? I think we should just get into Zelda. Let's get into Zelda. So, Legend of Zelda movie has been shown off, guys, on the internet. If you have been looking through the net, through the internet, you're going to see some leaked Zelda movie set, video reviews, links, green tunic, hints at major character reveal. So, I don't want to, I don't know if we can show this. I don't want Nintendo to come after me, to be honest. But yeah, they show off, it's some dudes. I don't know if this was, they say leaked, but was it actually leaked? Or maybe Nintendo wanted to leak this out to see if what controversy or what would happen. And what we see in these videos, there's Zelda, looks like Zelda. Link looks like Link. It's the Twilight Princess style Link and all that. And yeah, people are trying to speculate. And then Zelda looks like closer to like a Breath of the Wild style, kind of like that Zelda right here. That Zelda. Link is more like the old school green tunic style, like the Twilight Princess style, I would say. But yeah. And then Nintendo reveals first official Zelda movie photos, giving first look at Link and Zelda in costume. So we got some images. There's Link. I think he looks fine. These are younger actors, probably in their early 20s. Yeah, he looks good. I think he looks good. Some people say he looks kind of droopy. He looks kind of weird, Link. And I'm like, I don't see it. I think it's fine. They gave him the shaggy hair. He kind of does have the shaggy hair. I just don't see his tunic hat, especially in this image here. Don't see it. That's the only problem. Maybe it's behind him. Maybe he's trying to put it on. I just don't know. Are they going with the Breath of the Wild style where he doesn't have the hat, but he still has the getup from the old ones? Don't know. And here's Zelda. I think the actor and actress did really well. I think the actress looks good. Looks good. It looks the part. It looks definitely the part. She got the elf ears too. I think he has the elf ears. Looks good. Looks like Zelda. Looks like Zelda. Like straight up, looks like a young Zelda. It looks good. It looks good. Gives me also Twilight Princess vibes too. Looks good. Looks real good. And then they added this pose. This wasn't leaked. And then this one here. Let me zoom in. There you go, guys. See? Now, this photo came out. They're talking about Link, Zelda. Everyone's saying it looks good. It looks good. And then there are people out here, saying that, oh, Zelda is going to be a girl boss. She's in the front. She's telling Link what to do with the bow. She's a bowcaster. Probably also as a mage. And I was like, bruh, there's so many tourists for Legend of Zelda, it's ridiculous. So, Zelda could be a girl boss. I'm not saying she could or shouldn't be, but she could be. Because how Hollywood has been making movies recently, there was a lot of girl boss energy. You could even say that with the Mario Brothers movie. Even though Peach could have had some girl boss moments, and she kind of did, but it would make sense in that aspect why she was so strong compared to Mario, because she went through the obstacle course in the movie, and Mario was a newbie. He was new to it, and he tried to go through the obstacle course. She's been doing it for hundreds of years, and Mario has only just started. So I was like, okay, I understand that she's kind of showing off, kind of deal. That's how good she is at the obstacle course in the Mario movie. Now, for this one, if you don't know, in the Legend of Zelda games, Zelda is a princess that needs help by Link. Yes, it's his knight that protects her, but she can carry herself in the games too. She's a mage. She's sometimes portrayed with an arrow or some sort of sorcery magic based character, while Link is more equipped with stamina and more like gadgets and, you know, a sword, a shield, kind of basic knight armor style with the tunic. Zelda is a confident fighter. You saw that even in Smash Brothers. She can fight for her own. There are stories where she's Sheik, where she's actually like a ninja kind of character. There's stories where she was like a pirate from Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time with Sheik, obviously. There's times where she just straight up gets captured and Link needs to save her. Yeah, there's many types of Zelda out there. And people forget that. She's not damsel in distress all the time like Peach. Over the years, Peach has also changed a bit. But she's not a damsel in distress. Zelda is the princess of Hyrule. She is the next one to the throne. But Link is pretty much the knight that will protect her in any sort of way, help her in any sort of way, in any situation. It's like Brienne of Tarth protecting Jaime Lannister in that situation. It's just reverse roles. Because, you know, then they have some sort of chemistry between them after a while. But that's sort of like that, where you have a knight, you are an important figure, and you have your bodyguard to protect you, kind of deal. That's what it was. So she's pretty much showing Link, we should go this way because it could be an interesting route. And Link's like, okay, princess, let's try to... It's like, that's what he is. Like, that's the character. If you technically look at it, yes, Link is the main character of Legend of Zelda, but Zelda is the person that you're saving, and she is the one that will continue Hyrule to be in a better place. You know, not like Ganon. So Zelda could be the main character if she wanted, but she's not at that moment. She is more of like a second hand, I would say, to Link. But if you go into it more, Zelda would be the main character in some situations. Yes. But it's Link all the way, because Link has been the lead character, and you play as Link through most of the game, so he is the lead. That's why it's weird when they call it The Legend of Zelda. It should be The Legend of Link. But, you know, that's the reason why, is because Zelda is very important to the lore. So is Link, and so is Ganon, because it's the 3 Triforce. So this movie needs to do good. Let's just say this movie needs to do gangbusters. It has to... It's not going to be like a Lord of the Rings. People are saying, oh, it's going to be the Lord of the Rings of this generation. I don't think it's going to be like that, but it will definitely do really well. You already know this will do, I think, more than the Mario movie. It will do super well. It's filmed in New Zealand. You could see the Lord of the Rings vibes here with the grass. It looks beautiful. Oh, the characters look good. The actors look good. I'm liking what I see. You know, I was against live action when I saw things about it. I was like, oh, live action Zelda. I wish this was like an anime style, like, you know, like Japanese anime style, like 90s anime. That would be sick. That would be so cool. Like Cowboy Bebop or something like that, you know, style. Like an anime, not cartoon like the Mario movie, but more anime style. You know, or Demon Slayer, or like something like that, you know? Like normal anime style. I wish that was like that. Now I look at more of these picks, and I'm getting a little bit excited, you know? I'm actually, I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to have anything, you know, too woke about it. They might have some stuff in it. People say, oh, it's going to be woke. She's leading. She's going to be a girl boss. You can have concerns about that for sure. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. You know, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Nintendo won't let that happen. Miyamoto, the creator of Legend of Zelda, doesn't want this to happen. I think that to happen. She just wants to tell a normal story with normal characters that look like them from when he remembered making the games. You know, and plus, there's no crazy. They're actually like, I know people are like questions like, why would you even bring this up? Because in Hollywood today, they like to race swap characters. They like to sex change characters. It's a normal white, you know, like in the game, they're white, you know, they're elves, and that's normal male and female. Like, what's wrong about this? You know, people are talking about, oh, this and that. It's like, I want this character, I want this. Like the fan casting with Hunter Schafer. They wanted to cast Zelda as Hunter Schafer. And all these weirdos online got crazy about it, that it didn't get cast by, it was cast by a biological real woman. So they got crazed, and they're doing like threats for Milimoto that he did a bad decision and you need to change your decision or we're going to do this to you. You know, kind of deal. It's like, whoa. These people need help. These people need actually real help. Like, their minds are so crazed, something's wrong there, that they need some sort of actual mental health problems. So that is also one of the controversies I've seen. But besides that, I've seen a lot of positive. I don't see that much negatives about this. I think it's mostly positive all the way. I'm really for it. I like how they look. I like it. I like it more than the Silent Hill movie we just saw. Even though I want to see the Silent Hill movie, but I feel like something about this makes me want to say this could be special. This could be a special moment, and Nintendo wants to be. Nintendo wants to show what they can do with their IP, with these characters, and how they can increase the likeness of their characters and IP, so people remember for generations to come. You know, Mario, it's safe, but I think Zelda needs to be a little bit. Give it more oomph to it. Get it, let it cook. I think Zelda could be a little bit more mature in that aspect than the Mario movie. But yeah, I hope it's not just PG. I hope it's like PG-13 or a little bit more, maybe a rated R. If it was rated R, that'd be extremely cool. But it's not gonna be rated R. It's gonna be like a PG-13 or a little bit more than that. I think they're gonna go through that because you can still tell a PG-13 movie and still make it pretty adult, I would say, and for kids, kind of deal. So I think it's gonna be good. We'll see. Hopefully, it's taking inspiration from like the story people were talking about. Is it gonna be Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom kind of story? I think it's gonna be probably that, which I wish not. But it could be also combining different stories from different Zelda games. That could be also the case because we have different combination of Zelda characters here. The design for Zelda looks like Breath of the Wild, but it's not fully Breath of the Wild. It's a mixture of different types. Same with Link. It's a mixture of different types, for sure. But it looks good. I am excited to see when the trailer drops for that movie, for sure. I'll be definitely checking that out. All right, guys. Let's get into the next one here. With Zelda, we're done. Now, let's check this out because I just saw this. We got some winners. If you don't know what this is, the Golden Joystick Award 2025 All Award winners. So this is like the British Game of the Year awards, or Games of the Year award, kind of like the Game Awards. This one's a little bit more signal messaging, I would say. It's a little bit more, I don't know, weird compared to the Game Awards is kind of weird, but it's still more grounded and it feels more safe than this show. This show is just subliminal messaging all the way. Like, straight up. They don't give two fucks. But I was wanting to see this because we're going to look at the nominees for the Game Awards, the Geoff Keighley's Game Awards, or how I call it, the Shill Awards. But let's check this one out. Okay, let's check these winners. Golden Stick Awards 2025 winners. Best storytelling. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. What did it go against? Yeah, that's obvious. Best audio design. Ghost of Yotai winner. Really? I think Battlefield 6 should have won this one. Death Stranding probably too. Chronos the New Dawn. Yeah, that could have won too. I don't think that would have won. Ghost of Yotai. No, I don't think so. Best multiplayer game, Peak. Interesting. Peak is a good game. A lot of these are good games. Split Fiction, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, Battlefield 6. Yeah, Peak won. That's insane. An indie game won for best multiplayer. That's interesting. I would have put Arc Raiders in there. I think that could have won too. Same with best audio design. It should have been Arc Raiders, I think, because I hear good things about the audio for that. Best visual design. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I agree. Sword of the Sea. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Hell no. Death Stranding. Death Stranding has some cool designs, but I think it's Claire Obscure. Best game expansion. Liza P. Overturn. Yep, probably. I would say so. That makes sense. Best indie game self-published. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yeah, I could see that. I was going to say DEI. It's Deltarune. It's like, holy shit, is there a DEI game here? There probably is. Best indie game, Blueprints. I heard something about Blueprints, but I never seen anything about it, so interesting. Blueprints. Yeah, I don't know. Studio of the Year, Sandfall Entertainment Interactive. Yep. That should win for sure. That's definitely a winner. Best early access game, Repo. Sure. That schedule one for sure. Yeah, I hear those are good. Best soundtrack, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That's like a given for sure. Best game trailer, Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 2. Easy, of course. Still playing award, mobile, Pokemon Go. Okay. Yeah, people are still playing that. Still playing award, PC and console, Minecraft. Okay. I guess. Streamer's choice, Peak. Yeah. Streamers do like playing Peak. That's for a fact. Best remake, remaster. Best remake, remaster. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster. I don't know about that. Heard it was good. But I would give it to Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake-Eater because I don't know. Maybe because it's biased because I like Metal Gear more than Elder Scrolls. But I thought it was really good what they did with Metal Gear. It's a 1-to-1. Elder Scrolls, it's probably a 1-to-1, but there were some issues actually for both of the games. It's Unreal Engine. So both of them had issues actually. But yeah. I thought Elder Scrolls is going to win this one. I was like, Metal Gear is probably not going to win this one. I don't know. I just had a feeling it won't, but yeah. Okay, what else we got here? Breakthrough Award, Schedule 1. Nice. Schedule 1 won an award. That's good. Best gaming hardware. This is retarded. AMD Ryzen 9. Okay. Who cares? Best gaming adaptation. Arcane Season 2. It should have been Sonic 3. What? Like, from all of these, Sonic 3 should have won. Oh, where is Twisted Metal on here? Twisted Metal Season... I watched Twisted Metal Season 2. It was pretty good. It had some flaws. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it was pretty good. Definitely better than Last of Us. Or a Secret Level. It kind of was all over the place, Secret Level. There's some good parts and there's some bad parts. Daredevil, get the fuck out of here, Daredevil. That game is... I mean, that... show was complete dog shit. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, come on. Best supporting performer, Ben Starr for Claire Obscure. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was supporting. Okay, best lead, Jennifer English. I saw her with Maya, Mayel in Claire Obscure Expedition 30. I saw her award speech. It was pretty cringe. Because I think she's gay or something. And she's like, I love my story because I'm gay. Like, straight up gay and queer and stuff like that. I'm like, Like, I don't care who you sleep with. Guys, I don't care who you sleep with. Just don't push things into your art form. You know? We saw that with Bo DeMeo with X-Men 97. X-Men 97 was really good. It was really, really good. People were surprised because, you know, he was a gay director, you know, writer and everything. And he made a good, fantastic adaptation. And people, you know, especially today, red flag, oh, he's gay and all that and this. It turned out to be good. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is going to be crap. Like, straight up, I'm like, this. There were so many red flags. Turned out it was good, and I had to eat my own words. And I was like, damn, this was actually good, you know, kind of deal. So stuff happens like that. But, you know, if you don't put your stuff in there that who you want to sleep with in the game, and it's just, you're just using your voice, you're not pushing any, you know, agendas, any ideologies. It's just the writers did the work, and you just have to use your voice. I have no problem with that. If you start spamming and saying this and that online and being very disgusting online, like, where's her? Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yotai, then it gets to the point, it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. I just can't. I can't. Too much gross things it was said that I don't know if I want to actually play your game no more. You know, it hurts. You see this in Hollywood too, when actors start getting very political, it gets really annoying. They're telling you if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it, and this and that, you support this. You know, it just gets to the point I'm like, I'm just, peace out, I'm leaving. Screw this. I don't even care no more. That's the same thing how I feel about Ghost of Yotai, you know. Hall of Fame industry, The Sims. Okay. PC Game of the Year. Hollow Knight, Silksong. Really? That's crazy. Console Game of the Year, Ghost of Yotai. There's not really much competition. Let's be honest. I feel like Death Stranding could have won. Even Mario Kart, Sonic. Why Ghost of Yotai? Must be the messaging in it. Must be. Critical Choice, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Interesting. Best Wanted Game, Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh, you don't say. Ultimate Game of the Year, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Easily. And that's it. Okay. So, a lot of Claire Obscure wins. And a lot of weird choices here and there. But it is what it is. It's not too bad. We got Expedition 33 winning twice for performance, too. So, there's a lot of wins. So, what won overall best game of the year? Was it Expedition? I think it was. It was, I think, right? Yeah, Ultimate Game of the Year, Expedition. So, there you go. Expedition won Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick Awards. There you go. The British version of it. Now, let's check out Geoff Keighley's Shill Game Awards. The Circle Jerk Awards. Because that's what it is. Because your vote doesn't really actually count in this, guys. I don't know how many years I have to say this. Every year I have to say this because people forget that your vote doesn't count. I can actually bring it up. Holy crap. View the categories. Okay. I'll just start with Game of the Year first. We're going to do this fast, guys. Fast. We're going to quick go through it, glance through it real quick. So, Game of the Year: Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Sex on the Beach, On the Beach. Donkey Kong Bonanza Zoes, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Kingdom's Coming 2. Okay. Eclair Expedition 33. This is going to win. Let's be honest for Game of the Year. Bonanza shouldn't even be here. I'm sorry, Nintendo. You know, it's a good game. I hear good things about it, but it shouldn't be here. Not even here. Death Stranding 2 should be here because I hear good things about this. This was definitely a contender. I've heard of it, and Kojima did really good job with this. Plus, Geoff Keighley's cool with Kojima. You know, they love each other so much that this could win for something. Hades 2, I hear it's good, but it just came and went. Now, Silksong, I heard just everyone saying it's really good. It's really good. It's a really good sequel to Hollow Knight. That's what I hear. Now, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 also came and went. I heard people say it was good, and then I heard people say it was just okay. So, yeah, it should be here, though. It definitely should be here. But, you know, from all these, the biggest thing is the AAA game is not really a thing. It's mostly indie games, AA games here. I guess Death Stranding or Donkey Kong or Kingdom Come. But most of these, you know, it's not like it's not big AAA games for Game of the Year. That's why I say it's not much. But if there was one winner, and I've been saying this since I played this game, I still need to beat it. I still need to play more of this. But what I've played, I was like amazed how good it was. It's just different games came and went, and I got sidetracked with different things. I gotta keep playing it. But from what I've seen and what I played, I said this is a Game of the Year contender easily. And I said everything that has came out, I feel like still this is Game of the Year. Hands down. I felt like that too when there was another indie game that came out and there was not really much games that year. If I remember, I was like Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, the first one. I thought it was really good for like whatever they had, like a AA independent kind of studio, or it was just a cheaper game to make, but I thought it was really good. Now, the second one dropped the ball, but the first one was pretty good, you know, for what it had. It's not phenomenal at any sense, but it was definitely something interesting, you know. I don't know if it was Game of the Year per se, but for me, it was the funnest game I played that year, you know. And that was just a AA game. Now, this is an indie game. And I had so much fun. It feels like a AA game or sometimes even a AAA game, but it is an indie game. And it's really well done. This get all the deserves. 30 people made this game. Ex-develop Ubisoft employees that said Ubisoft's not worth being with, and they want to start their own studio, Samfall Interactive, and they made this. They got, I think, the writer off Reddit or something. They got the musician from SoundCloud. Like, this is what game studios should be doing, what Expedition did. Straight up. They're doing what they want to do. Their own story, tell their story, tell it in the way they wanted to, but Ubisoft could not do a game like this kind of deal, you know? And, you know, Kojima has his own production. He does whatever he wants to do, obviously. No one's going to say no. But something just about this was special with this. If, for whatever reason, Silk Song wins, I would be okay too, or with Expedition. I think these two would be okay. Bonanza shouldn't be here. It should be someone else. Yeah, it's Hades 2. I don't see Hades 2 Bonanza win. Death Stranding could win. That could be the third choice. And Kingdom Come, sorry, but I don't think it would be a winner either. So, there you go. Let's see. Next. Best Game Director. Awarded for outstanding creator, vision, and innovation in game direction and design. That's going to be Kojima. If Kojima wins something, it's going to be Game Director. It's going to be this, easily. But Split Fiction was kind of cool, too. That was good. Yotai, fuck Yotai. It didn't get Game of the Year. That's so funny. It didn't get Game of the Year. Because the controversy, and plus this game wasn't even that good, I've heard. People say it's just a copy-paste of Tsushima, just not as good. And it has some mechanics here and there that are, of course, it's better. But story-wise, I don't hear anything about it. You know, it's just meh. It just came and went. Feels like an Assassin's Creed problem now. It just came and went. I don't know. Death Stranding's going to win this, easily. Next. Best Narrative Story. Oh, Silent Hill F? Nah. Kingdom Come? Nah. I think it's going to be Expedition. Expedition for this, too. Expedition, I think there's like 12 nominations for Expedition 33. So, yeah, it's going to be a clean sweep for Expedition, if it's possible. Now, that's what most gamers want. Now, will the journalists, the companies, the game companies, the media pick Expedition because, you know, people didn't like it. They tried to, you know, attack it, all this, try to do something with it. But to be honest, most people that played it loved the game. So, we'll see. Because your vote doesn't count, guys. How many times I have to say this? Your vote is only 10% of the total score. It's 90% about big companies, big media journalists. They're picking the choices for these games, winners. Your vote really doesn't count. If you want to actually make your vote count, you go to the Real Game Awards with side scrollers. Studying Craig. He made one, and it's actually real. Like, you vote, and you choose the nominees, too, for who's going to win and who's not. And they'll do a show at the end of the year or the beginning of next year kind of deal. Like, we'll talk about that, too, in another time, but with the Real Game Awards. But this, let's see, with this. So, yeah, your vote doesn't count. It's only 10%. Your only vote that counts is most voiced game, most played or most voiced. The most voiced game, which they don't have the thing for it yet, what games there are, but it's going to be coming up. But these only are 10%. Why would you vote for something that you barely have any of the pie in it to vote for? You should have most of the pie. You're the one. This is catered to the gamers, right? It looks like not. It's just catered to corporate media. It's just a circle jerk. Like I said, there's nothing here. So the only thing I watch Game Awards for, I don't even care about the awards, to be honest. I care about more of the showings they have, like some exclusive premieres or whatever. I think that's more interesting to me than this. This is just like a side thing. Best art direction? I don't know. Hades 2 has some cool art. I'm not going to say that. So does Silk Song. Yotai, could be cool. Yotai has some cool art here and there. Definitely art direction. Death Stranding has interesting, not my favorite art, but it is interesting. Expedition has really cool art too. Ooh, this one's tough. I don't know. Anything could win this one, to be honest, the art direction. I can't pick for that one. Best score in music? Expedition. Expedition, easily. Done. Music. Easily. Best audio design? This should be Battlefield 6, I think. What I've seen people hear about and talk about, the audio design is phenomenally really well done. So, Battlefield 6, I think Arc Raider should have been here. That should win. But if it's not here, I'll pick Battlefield 6. Best performance? We got Erika Ishii again. Erika and Tifa. Holy shit, we got 3 expeditions here. It could be I have a feeling it's gonna be Jennifer English because she won it for the the Joystick Awards, or Ben Starr. It's Ben Starr or Jennifer English. I don't think it's gonna be Charlie Cox, Daredevil. I don't think it's gonna be him. Oh, this is the Silent Hill F girl. Okay, and then Troy Baker as Indiana Jones. Pfft, hell no. It's going to be Ben Starr or it's going to be Jennifer English, for sure. One of those. Now it's going to be one of them. Innovation and accessibility. Oh, shit. This is the recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed. So this is pretty much the award for you suck. It's too bad you didn't get any other nominees, but this might be your only nominee. Good job. Assassin's Creed Shadows didn't get anything besides accessibility. This is pretty much the trophy for giving someone, you did a great job and you got last place and you still did a great job just for a trophy, you know, kind of deal. Atomfall, yikes. Doom, The Dark Ages. Ooh. EA Sports 26. South of Midnight. Yikes. Dude, that's insane. I don't know about this one. Atomfall. Why not? I don't know. That's crazy. Game for Impact. Probably South of Midnight. This is the DEI one, right? For a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. Yep. This is the DEI messaging thing. Yep. It's going to be South of Midnight. Even though this game, literally, if you go on SteamDB, has like no one playing it. It's a flop. Best ongoing. I say Marvel Rivals. I know it has problems, but it's still getting new characters, still doing new things, and I like the characters they're adding. Fortnite's always doing crazy stuff. Like, I like Fortnite and all, and Fortnite's still doing some crazy stuff, especially with The Simpsons right now. And then they're going into, like, Kill Bill and Back to the Future stuff, which is cool, but I think it's still Marvel Rivals for me. But it could be No Man's Sky. I don't think Final Fantasy 14 has fell a lot, so I don't think. And Helldivers too fell. So I think it's going to be Marvel Rivals or No Man's Sky or Fortnite. One of those. All right, best community support. Baldur's Gate 3 probably. Most likely. Best independent game. Clear Obscure Expedition, obviously. But I heard good things about Upsolm and Ball Pit, so Ball X Pit. Blueprints, I hear good things. This is a hard one. This is a hard choice. But, you know, if Expedition didn't win this one, I'd be okay. Best debut indie game. Okay, so this was interesting. There was another category here, and it got taken down because the guy who made it, he didn't want it to be here. I think there was an article here about it. Here it is. The Game Awards removes nomination for the first time ever. So what happened is Mega Bonk. So I hear really good things about this game, and I hear people say it's Game of the Year. For some people say it's really good. Apparently this game, here's Jeff Keighley. He posted this. He said, Mega Bonk or Mega Games, a nominee, Mega Bonk, a nominee for Best Debut Indie Game, reached out to clarify that he is an established solo developer who had been presenting himself as a new creator under the name Verndand. Okay. We're grateful for his honesty. As a result, Megabonk will be removed from the category. So what he's saying is he's a solo developer who made the game, who had presenting himself as a new creator. So this is for new creators. Okay. So this is considered, where is it? For new creators. He wanted to take it off because he's not a new creator. He changed his company or his name, whatever he did, to something else. So is then Expedition 33 shouldn't be here either? If you're looking at that kind of premise. This is debut game. So this is your first game in an indie game scenario. These people worked, they're ex-Ubisoft employees. So they've worked with Ubisoft before. And they went to a different company. Or they created their own company. So that means this shouldn't be here either, right? No, I don't know what it was. I think he just didn't want to be there. I have no clue, but he's just like, nah, I don't want to be there. Because he saw Expedition 33, he probably like jumped. He's like, no, I'm going out. I'm out. Sorry. Even though a lot of people like Megabonk. A lot of people do. So I don't know. It's kind of dumb what he did with that. I think that move was a little bit a dumb move. I think he should have just stayed there. It doesn't matter, to be honest. But, you know, he wanted to take it off. He didn't want to be there. So Expedition's probably going to win that one. Best mobile game. Sonic. Oh, Persona? Maybe Persona. Persona or Sonic. Why not? I don't know. I don't play too much mobile games. Best VR, AR. So VR, I don't know anything about. I haven't watched VR stuff in a long time. Probably the Midnight Walk, because this looked the most interesting. It was a stop motion, like Tim Burton, Nightmare Before Christmas style. I think this one. Yeah. This one. The Midnight Walk. Why not? That looked kind of cool. Best action game? Ooh. I like Shinobi. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. This game is sick. So is Ninja Gaiden 4, but it was kind of mid, I heard. Battlefield 6 could be as well. Doom was also Dark Ages. Was actually mid as fuck. It was just not as good as the other Doom games. Hades 2 could be. I hope it's Vengeance, but it's probably going to be Battlefield 6 or Doom. I want it to be Shinobi. Best action adventure. Indiana Jones? What the? That's an old one, dude. Indiana Jones is so... It's so mid. Best action adventure. Silk Song. Do Silk Song there. Yep. Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Best RPG. Avowed. Oh, no. Monster Hunter Wilds, not after what they did with the optimization. They effed that game up so hard. The Outer Worlds 2, didn't hear that much good stuff about it. It just came and went. It's going to be between, I think it's going to be Expedition 33, but it could be also Kingdom Come 2. Best fighting game. Not much fighting games this year, huh? 2XKO. Oh, yeah, this one. I still got to play this game. I haven't played it. Yeah. I played City of the Wolves. It's okay. You know, it's not... I thought it's going to be returned to Final Fight. Or Fate. My bad. Why was I saying Final Fight? Virtual Fight. I was thinking about something else. Final Fight. Fatal Fury. It's a kind of return to it, but it's all right. I don't think it's my favorite. Then again, I'm not like a huge Fatal Fury guy at all, to be honest. But I enjoyed it. Mortal Kombat, I heard this one was really bad, this collection. If they patch it up, then it might be good, but at the moment, it's really bad. Virtual Fighter 5 Revo came out. The stage. It looks good. I played it. It was fine. But I think it's going to be this, to be honest. It's like all these people have these new games, these 2 new games. We're just going to go back to playing the old stuff. It's just better. It's funner. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. SNK and Street Fighter. Come on. Come on. No competition there, right? Best Family? I hear good things about Lego Party. I heard good things about this. It could be Lego Party. It could be Donkey Kong. It could be Mario Kart. It could be any of these, to be honest. It could be any of these. Whatever. Best Sim Strategy? Let's see what we got. 2 Point Museum. I don't know. I haven't played sim games or strategy games in a long time. The Altars. I don't know about that one either. I know Sid Meier's, but this one didn't do too good. And Final Fantasy, like, Tactics came out, and everyone's, like, hyped for it, and then it just came and went. You know? Like, I totally forgot this game came out. It's crazy. That's the remake of Final Fantasy Tactics, you know? I still want to play it. It's just, there's just so many games I've still got to finish, you know? But I'll go, I guess, with Final Fantasy. I don't know. I have no clue what this category. I haven't played those games, so. Best Sports Racing. Rematch. Fuck yeah. It's the Sifu guys made this game. It's an arcade football game. Soccer game. Sifu. Screw Mario Kart World and screw Sonic. And screw these other sports games. Rematch. Yes. Let's go. Rematch. Now, those are all good games. It's just, I just want a rematch. Best multiplayer? Arc Raiders, probably. Ooh, Peak is pretty good. So is Night Rain. Oh, shit. This one's tough. I think it should be Arc Raiders. Maybe. It's because it's the most popular right now, and a lot of people like it a lot. It's the most hyped up right now. But, I don't know. Could be Arc Raiders. It could be. This is a hard one. It might be Peak. Why not? Give it to Peak. Best adaptation? Okay, this was snubbed too. We got Minecraft, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Dead Watch, The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn movie. To be honest, a lot of these are ass. Minecraft movie's probably going to win, but it should be also here. We got to take off Splinter Cell and add Twisted Metal, and take off Until Dawn and add Sonic 3. Let's be honest. Or Devil May Cry. Fuck Devil May Cry. Or Last of Us. Fuck that too. Those suck ass. But yeah, it should be Sonic for sure, guys. For sure it should be Sonic. Because Twisted Metal, Season 2 got snubbed. I'm sorry, but Twisted Metal Season 2 not getting a nomination is fucking joke. When it was clearly the best adaptation of the year. I wouldn't say that, but it was definitely up there. It definitely, I enjoyed what I saw. Here's another one. Sonic 3 was snubbed at the Game Awards by now being nominated in the Best Adaptation category, adding up the critic and audience ratings. It is more acclaimed than all 5 nominated productions. Adi Shankar, the director of nominated Netflix Devil May Cry, made a post mocking Sonic 3. Fuck Adi Shankar. Fuck him. Why he's making fun of Sonic 3 when freaking his thing was so shit anyways. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? It wasn't even that good. Look at Sonic. Sonic's doing so much better. It's more acclaimed. Yeah, fuck Devil May Cry. That's not Devil May Cry. That's Devils Are Crying. Devils are crying, not Devils May Cry. They are crying. Let's just say that. Sonic Movie 3 released December 20, 2024, 3 days after Game Awards 2024. Website states it, if anything released on or after November 22nd, 24, it'll be first eligible for this year's awards. Wasn't nominated. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Jerk, has an nomination. It released December 3rd or December 9th, 2024. Yeah, make that make sense. Make that make sense, right? So Sonic should be there easily. Sonic should be there. It's a bunch of bull, and so is Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal should be there too. It's bull. Bunch of bullshit. But if one wins here, it's going to be Minecraft. Because Chicken Jockey. It's going to be Chicken Jockey. It's going to be that kid that comes on stage, who's the Bill Clinton guy, and he's going to bring the Chicken Jockey. Chicken Jockey wins. Most anticipated game. Oh, I'm biased here. Obviously, it's going to be GTA 6. Obviously. But if it was me, I'd pick Resident Evil 9. Requiem. It's coming out soon, and I'm hyped for it. It's coming way sooner than GTA. Second, I would say... Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of waiting on Witcher 4. Not really much shown, just a little bit here and there. Wolverine, I'm concerned. James Bond's, I'm concerned. It'd probably just be this then. GTA 6 and Resident Evil, if I want to be honest. I'm concerned about James Bond because it looks like, not James Bond, it looks like John Bond. That's the meme going around, John Bond. Wolverine, Insomniac, they're just, no. Everything I hear about it, no, it's going to be a shit show when Wolverine comes out. Yeah, it has some cool elements to it, but the people involved making the game, hopefully they don't add their identity politics in this and stuff, because it's going to be so shit. All the activism in this, Insomniac, working with Sweet Baby Inc. and all this, I don't know. It just turns me off. Witcher, again, CD Projekt Red, not the same as they used to be. Could be good, but I don't know. Same with this. I'm still concerned about Resident Evil, to be honest. Capcom could screw this real hard, but we'll see. That's why they're not showing much about it, but we will keep our expectations low. But if I had to be most anticipated, it would be Resident Evil, because that one's coming out really soon. GTA is second, I guess. But yeah. GTA is going to win that one. Content Creator of the Year. Me. Peti Kish Han. Right? Right, guys? Right? No. Who are these losers, dude? Who are these losers?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Huh?
I'm just joking. Who are these? It's going to be... I'm going for Burnt Peanut because he looks so weird. Or it's going to be the VTuber. It's not going to be Moist. It's not going to be Calcinet. It's not going to be Cardell. I don't know who that is. I know Calcinet and Moist. I don't know these others, but I think Burnt Peanut should win that one. Burnt Peanut. Best esports game? I don't know. What the heck? Mobile Legends Bang Bang? What the fuck? I don't know. Bang Bang Lulu. I don't care about these. The elites. Esports athlete. Oh, actually, wait. I think I know one of these. The athletes. This is a Street Fighter one. This is the guy who won at Evo. He was the Blanca guy. Him. That's the one I actually watched. Oh, there's a lot of Street Fighter guys here. Wait, what? There's another one here. I forgot what Karuka who he played. But he was definitely the Blanca guy, I remember. him done. Best esports team. Don't really follow it. Player's choice. So this is where you're going to have the player's choice later. This is where it counts 100% for people vote, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty much Geoff Keighley's gamer, not gay, the gay, game awards. Shill Awards, Circle Jerk Awards. That's where you get it, you guys. That's all you're getting there. So, interesting, but we'll see when it comes out. I don't know if I will be streaming that when it comes out, the Game Awards, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do like an after stream kind of deal after watching it. I don't know. About that whole thing, but it's going to be a lot, and it's going to be long. And it's going to be it's going to be a day for sure when we see that. It's going to be a day. Besides talking about Twisted Metal, real quick, guys. Peacock's Twisted Metal renewed for 3rd season, which is pretty much what we thought, because that ending was kind of a cliffhanger for season 2, and I want more Twisted Metal. I am interested in the show. I know it does have some woke elements in it. Let me say, it really does. But in this world, how crazy stuff are, I wouldn't be surprised, like how crazy the world is, that would have elements like that, you know? It really does have some weird shit in it that I'm like, I just roll my eyes like, oh, God. And then there's parts where I'm like, damn, this is badass. I like the parts when they're like in the cars and freaking Rob Zombie comes in and they're just, you know, just mowing each other down with the cars, racing and doing different things, getting the power-ups. It's sick. It's just like the games. And then there's parts where I'm like, I roll my eyes. I'm like, oh, this is dumb. So there are some good parts in this show, and there's some really dumb parts, like shitty parts that I don't give a shit about. But I am still fascinated to see what else they can do, what kind of story elements to this. And yeah, just wanted to bring that up. It's happening, so that is good. Because I'm not like hugely invested in this show, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy the dumbness of it, like the entertainment of it. It has some interesting plot elements and questions I still want answered, but they probably won't. So yeah, that you go for Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal returns. Okay. Let me X all this stuff out here real quick, because I'm going to get lost where I am with all these things. We have one more to go through, guys. One more thing left. And this one is going to hurt the console elitists out there. This is going to hurt the console elitists. So this just came out a few days ago. And I want to bring out this conversation here about PC gaming taking over the console market. And I know a lot of console people that have been playing consoles. I was one of them in the beginning. You know, I was, all the time console. PC was just there as an extra little thing, but it wasn't big back then. It was all about console. You had Nintendo, Sega, Sony, then Microsoft with Xbox, and then so forth and so forth. And then Valve now. But Valve is still more a PC, though. It's still PC. It's not a console. It's a PC, like I said. I've been like that. But over time, especially now, I feel like consoles are getting more obsolete. Besides maybe Nintendo. That's like the last one. It's all intertwining into a PC. Your consoles now that you have, your PS5, your Xbox Series X and S, they're all built with a PC hardware in mind. They're not a console no more. It's a PC. It just has the UI of a console. Now, the rumors are going out that Xbox and Sony are trying to do hybrid PCs now for the next console. So it's pretty much official. Everything will be just a PC in the future. And I know some console fanboys out there are upset about that, but that's just a fact. And there's an article here also saying Take-Two CEO says gaming is moving towards PCs. There you go. There you go. In an interview with CNBC, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zinking had some comments regarding the console debate in console/PC debate. In fact, it seems he's taking a side in the whole debate. The divide between PC and console gaming has been a rather long one. Exclusive one, better quality on the other. It all seems to go back and forth. Take-Two, known for publishing the Grand Theft Auto and NBA 2K, has been on both fronts. Every month, it seems the company finds itself as best-selling consoles for its catalog for sports games. While it's take a while for the company to see a bigger payday with Grand Theft Auto 5 6 delays. It seems the CEO has some thoughts on consoles and PC divide. Here we go. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelensky sat down for an interview and gaming. And while on the topic of console gaming, I think it's moving towards PC, and business is moving towards open rather than closed. So, as a PC, you have more accessibility and looking into different points of view with PC. Now, for console, you're just close to that one ecosystem. With PC, you have many opportunities. You have many choices with PC. With a console, you just have that one base, and that's it. You can't go anywhere else. You can't find anything else. It's just you're stuck to one thing. Now, the PC is changing that. It's open. It's not a closed space. You can alter how you want to play your game. You can change how you want to do things in the game. You can do mods in the game. You can mod the game, make it even a better experience than what people did. You could do so much. But if you define consoles as the property, not the system, then the notion of a very rich game that you engage in for many hours that you play on a big screen, that's never going away. So he's saying PCs are the future. Now, a PC going to a console type of situation, that could be a thing where the PC is next to your TV now and you use it almost like a console kind of aspect, like consoles were on TVs. Now, that's never going away, he's saying. But PC is the way moving forward. Its comments do come at a convenient time as Valve announced the upcoming console, the Steam Machine, which can play Steam games on your TV. Similar, Xbox and Microsoft have varied a bit towards PC gamers. As recent statement from figures in the company indicates a change in tone from console, weirdly, Take-Two's bigger upcoming release, Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, I've heard people say on this that GTA 6 got delayed again to November next year is because they're making the PC port is coming out with the PS5 port at the same time, because they see the PC market being a better market to get their game out and to have more sales. So they're seeing this, like we said before, 84 million copies of PS5 that were sold worldwide, apparently. They're like, oh, that's a lot, but we could do more than that with the PC market. Because the PC market, as you've seen, it's growing each day. It's growing, and consoles are getting less. less and less. There was an article here. I don't know if I can even open it up. Let's see. There's an article here by PC Gamer. And this was like in January. And it even says, new report says PC games are outselling console games, calling PC gaming a bright spot in a troubled industry. If everything's coming up computers. So the computers or the PC market is actually humongous. And people are saying, no, it's still the console this. Let's face the facts. The numbers show for itself that it's creeping up. And sometimes it's even better when you get the games on PC. You get better situations. You get better numbers. You get better estimations about that. Early today, let's see, 2025. The state of video games in 2025. The slideshow even though I don't like PC gaming, it's still an interesting topic though. The slideshow, which incorporates data from market research firms that IDG, News Era, blah blah blah, summarize worldwide market trends and gaming industry. To be honest, things aren't great. Following a decade-long growth wave between 2011 and 2021, the industry's revenue growth stalled, feeding into an atmosphere of risk, aversion, and starting investment. The outlook isn't entirely dire. However, while gaming industry revenue grown as planted over the last 3 years, analysts say PC gaming is a bright spot of continued growth. Now, according for the majority of non-mobile content revenue. Obviously, okay. The mobile market is huge. I always forgot about the mobile market because I'm not a mobile gamer. The mobile market's probably number one. Let's be honest. Then I think PC starts creeping up. Consoles are starting to get less wanted. It's getting less wanted. According to an Epsilon, both PC and console gamings are, as you may have noticed, considerably bigger. Concerns that they were at the turn of 2010s. In 2024, consumers were spending almost $50 billion more on PC and console games than they were in 2011. So PC is creeping up, like I said. Here we go. It's just going to increase, and consoles are going to get lower and lower in wanting, in want. So PCs are going to increase in more people wanting PCs, and it's going to be lesser over time with consoles, where people more or less want just consoles. PC is a big bright spot you could see going up. But beginning in 2021, console gaming growth started to slow, which is partially clear to worldwide Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5 console sales. Compared to the previous console generation, the current Microsoft and Sony consoles lines had, after 59 months, sold nearly 7 million fewer systems. PC gaming, meanwhile, has only continued to grow, while consoles has stagnated since 2021. PC gaming revenue has grown 20%. Holy shit. And this article is from January. So, that has also increased just by this year. How many people are preparing to get PCs for just this holiday or even for next year? I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are jumping the boat and going for PC. I'm telling you. It's the way to go. It's an investment for sure for a PC, but the investment is worth it for what you're getting, what you can do on a PC, what extra stuff you can do, like content as well. Like, I use my PC for everything. For content, for just anything you do, extra things you can do, side things you can do on your PC. as well, you can have the best gaming experiences on the PC. Just saying. You can get the best if it's optimized correctly. That depends on the optimization. But you can have the best things. You can mod on a PC for your games. You can do a bunch of things on a PC that you cannot do with a console. And when you look at the console, you're just like, you're just a gaming thing. But guess what? My PC is the thing I can do everything on. I can do anything I want on my PC. The console is so outdated now. It used to be the PC was kind of like a side thing to a console. Now it's just, if you jump the boat from console to PC, you cannot go back. You cannot go back. I tried. I boot up my PS4 or my Switch or whatever once in a while here and there, but I most of the time play on my PC. That's just a fact. There's no way I'm going to go and get the new PlayStation or new Xbox or even the Switch 2. I was just like, I'd rather just build a new PC, to be honest. You know, kind of deal. Like, that's just how it is. It's just a better experience. You're just getting a better experience about the whole thing, you know? I know there are some people that can't afford PCs. They are expensive. They are very expensive at some points. But there are actually ones where it's affordable and you can still have to like a mid-low kind of PC and still play games that are pretty good. And there's still that low-mid PC still is better than what you have now for PS5 or Xbox. So keep that in mind, you know. Do the work video games, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's doing really well. And you could see with the chart, it's just increasing every year. I think PC is going to be next after console. Console is going to be a lower aspect. And then mobile is obviously number one. That's a huge market. So, yeah, look at PC. Look at handheld consoles and living console room. So, yeah. Each year, you can see this. Look at this. PC in the last one has increased so much than the console. You could see right here at the very end, at the edge. If you see this, you see it, it's behind me. Like, it increased a lot. It has increased a lot. So, yeah. So, what it is PC is the future. PCs are the future for gaming, for literally anything. It's going to be PC. And that's what Valve's doing now. They're looking at this market right now, and they're like, yeah, you have a PC, but would you like something else with the PC as well? So they're just giving you more options, which is awesome. I love more options in that aspect. I really do. They're like, we got a Steam Deck. We got a Steam Machine. Or the Gabe Cube. I don't know. We got the new VR headset. We got a new controller. And we're bringing it all to you through your Steam. And it's all connected to your account. And all your games can be played. And Steam has always sales. Don't forget. Same with GOG. You can play retro games on GOG as well. All of these areas have sales all the time, and they're cheaper than you're ever going to get from Sony, Nintendo, or Xbox. Even with the Xbox Game Pass increase, it's still going to be cheaper than what you get. I'm telling you right now, it's just better. In the long run, it's better. It's expensive at first, but in the long run, you're going to be very, very surprised how good the market is for PCs. Trust me. For just the games you can get. It's almost like a money glitch, and to be honest. Like, it's like a money glitch, but like you're still doing stuff, but it's like smaller types, and you're getting there, and you're like, oh shit. If I knew this a few years ago, I wouldn't have spent all these games on my PlayStation. I spent way too much stuff on my PlayStation, you know, kind of deal. But now on PC, it's like, damn. I'm like rebuying these things again and just better quality. I could mod the stuff now. I could do some funny things in there. I could make things awesome. You know, I could do so much. I can stream better. I could stream it better, you know, the games and stuff, and do different things. It's like, I wish I could do this with a console. You know, that's what every console person says. I wish I can do the things that PC people can do. Well, time to upgrade. Time to get a PC. There you go. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but it's time to get a PC. That's, if you want to, you know, I use my PC for everything. So that's what just one of the things I think is very important. And I think moving forward, it is the future. I'm sorry, console fanboys, but that's it. That's just how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go, guys. All right, guys, that was the last topic for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching, lurking, supporting the channel, everything, guys. I appreciate it. Before we go, remember to like the stream, sub if you're new here. I thank you so much, guys. More videos are coming your way. I'm going to try to do some videos here and there, guys. I just need to keep up. I'm really busy recently, so I can do streams here and there, but it's very limited in some things here and there. It's just, I've been super busy in general, real life stuff, you know? So thank you again, guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate every last one of you that support the channel, help me here, and continue going through. We're going to continue moving forward and keep bringing you the content and many things to come probably in the future. This year's almost over, so we have a couple more streams to go, and yeah, I think that should be it. We'll see what happens for next year as well with this here and there. I'm just thinking about things, what I want the channel to grow, what I want to do, maybe change up some things. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I really appreciate it. You know, I'm 205 subs right now. I'd love it if you guys could sub again, newer people that would sub to the channel. I really would like to get more in here to do more things, you know, for the future. But yeah, it depends on how I can do it. If my internet doesn't slow down or stop and all that. But yeah, it is what it is. That's all we can do right now at the moment. So thank you guys again. I appreciate all of you for coming. Have a good weekend all. I'll see you next week. Same place, same time. You already know. I'll let you guys know in the posts and everything. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Let's get out of here. Have a good one all. Here we go. Okay. Let's get out of here, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
Are you not entertained?